Friends, 1014 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. As far as Palestine Israel war is concerned, continuing, though there is peace with Hezbollah, and Syria, of course, is exploding. In southern war zone of Ukraine, Kherson status quo, Zaporozhye Remivka sector, Russians have advanced from Velika Novosilka flanks in both north and south. In another direction, they have advanced towards and fighting within Kovi Komarov. In east, on Kurakhov-Pokrovsk sector. In Kurakhov center, battle is on for high-rise building and Russians have made good gains here. There is information that fight is on for Starry Tourney. However, that seemed to have fallen earlier. They use terminology called fog a battle and which prevents the real informations to percolate down to us. In fact, Starry Tourney is very important in Kurakhov sector. If it falls, it threatens whole of Kurakhov and even Uspenivka, Hamivka and Vesely Guz line above Kurakhovskaya thermal power plant. As per ISW, fight is also going on in Ugledar sector, probably western side. The fight is deep inside now in Yuzhny micro district. Russians are also advancing towards Steochenko in Pokrovsk direction from Zovote direction. In Toretsk, Russians extended control zone in Zabalka micro-district while made good gains towards south and east of central mines and only 1200 meters left for Shebinovka. In Chasov, Russians advanced north of the city while in Siversk, no changes. Northeast, Kupiansk-Swatovo Kremina direction, positional battle on in Kupiansk and Liman or Kremina direction. North of Kharkiv, that is Slobozansky, both in Volchansk and Liptsy direction, no changes. Kursk, heavy counter shelling and counter attacks continuing, however, no changes. Interdiction missions continuing as before. Ukrainians are launching drones in various parts of Russia while Russians hit many targets in Ternopil, Kryvyi Rih, Kiev, Cherkasy and other sectors. Palestine Israel Middle East. IDF has been striking Jabalia in North Gaza, Nusrat camp in Al Burez in central and in Philadelphia corridor in southern Gaza. Lebanon front is calm, however, Hezbollah fired today two warning shots in Israel after Israelis committed almost 60 rounds of ceasefire violation. As far as Syria is concerned, it is highly volatile. The rebels have not been controlled yet. An Iranian general, Saeed Javed, has returned back to Syria. Probably Iran is giving full attention here. As far as Aleppo is concerned, situation is not very good for the Syrian government. Kurds lost position in north and leaving this place to other side of Euphrates river. Hama, despite Syrian reinforcements and counterattacks, the HTS continue its operation with their own reinforcements. Here they captured Karaket and Kalat al-Madik today in North Hama. They also carried out offensive in northeast Hamas. The troops of Iraqi Popular Mobilization Front have started reaching in Syria to aid Syrian Arab army. Nonetheless, they don't seem to be a cohesive body. How and where will they resist or fight against the terrorist rebels is yet to be seen. After the HTS, the rebels took over mass land of Syria. They also took over or captured various Syrian armies' garrisons and their positions while taking over unused and serviceable arms and ammunitions in mass which can be used by them. Though the Russian Air Force is doing its best, the rebels' drones and even armored vehicles are sufficient enough to disregard this force, the Russian Air Force. And of course, they are being aided by American, Israeli, and Turkey and their specialists. Can you see the deep state behind the mask of Biden's last ditch effort to harm Russia as much as possible and continue its hegemony in Ukraine, Eastern Europe, over NATO and Middle East? That's all. Thanks.